Hi guys, and welcome back. Well, it's another classic gaming review for you. This time we're going to take a look at Luigi's Mansion. Right, Luigi's Mansion. It was developed and published by Nintendo, and it's time for me to murder some names. The director was Hideki Kano? The producer was Shinjiro Miyamoto and Takeshi Tezuka. Yep. Composer was Kazumi Totaka. My apologies, I know I'm well wrong. It originally made itself on the Gamecube, but then came out for the Nintendo 3DS. Its original release date was back in 2001, but only got its 3DS release 2018. And this is classed as an action-adventure. The game was in fact a launch title for the Gamecube, and is the second title in the franchise in which Luigi is the main character instead of Mario. Luigi's first starring role was back in 1991, and it was an educational game called Mario is Missing. Obviously, he's then in this one, Luigi's Mansion, and then the final one, or at least we thought it was the final one, was Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which came out on the 3DS. He will, though, be starring in Luigi's Mansion 3 at some point this year, 2019, on the Nintendo Switch. Right, the plot on this one is that, well, Luigi's won a mansion, even though he never actually entered a competition. He agrees to meet Mario there, but when he gets there, Mario's nowhere to be seen. He bumps into a professor that tells him the mansion only appeared a few nights ago and that it's got basically ghosts inside it. He then realises that Mario has been captured in a painting, and he's got to basically work his way through the levels to get the painting back to get Mario free. And that's the quick version of this plot. It's a lot more complicated than that, but to be honest, I'm not oversold by it. I'm only going to give it 7 out of 10.
Nintendo.
Hello? Hmm? Mario! Mario!
ベジジほっほジミジミケケゲイルンベジジオドサメの竹おやおやまテイヘイウィゲールスースクスクウィおいどろサメの竹やぼやぼほっほっほちゃっちゃちゃっちゃゲーム
Oh dear. Well, this is certainly Nintendo at its absolute best. It sounds incredible at times, in fact quite outstanding. It's got a brilliant music soundtrack when it does kick in, and it is really funky. I really do like it. It certainly isn't memorable, but it doesn't need to because it really does suit this game. As for everything else, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the game, whether you're fighting a ghost, whether it's a clap of thunder, the turning of a key, the collecting of coins, the hoover, it doesn't matter. It all sounds absolutely brilliant. They really went overboard on this one. They really did do a number, and it is fantastic. It really is. It's just going to simply get a perfect 10 out of 10. Also, just keep an ear out for the way Luigi hums when the rooms are dark and dingy, and he brightens up his mood when the rooms are light and cleared of ghosts.
Oh yeah. Mario.
Controls. Well, I found them not to be the easiest in the book, but they are actually quite simple. You've just got to allow yourself and give yourself the time to learn them. And thankfully, the game will allow this. It has got a training mode, and I do suggest you all learn it first. That's so you can get the best fulfillment out of this game. As for the actual controls themselves, they are more than responsive enough for this game, and you'll have an absolute blast. Once you start getting into the swing of things, you'll be hoovering up ghosts for fun. I would imagine the younger gamer will pick up the controls a lot quicker than the older generation, but certainly this is a game of any age. Anybody can play this game, and you'll certainly have a lot of fun doing it. For controls, it's going to get 9 out of 10. Graphics. Well, they've certainly got that, I suppose, Mario feel. They're very cartoony, and they really do suit these style of games, and I really do enjoy them. There is an absolute incredible amount of detail, the amount of colour, the amount of design that's gone into almost every single room. At times is breathtaking, and it is quite beautiful to look at. The lighting effects on this game are also brilliant, they really are. When he walks into a darkened room with nothing but his flashlight or torch, and he starts shining it around. The amount of different shadows it also creates is fantastic. But also when the ghost appears, you know, it's surrounded by light. It is light. And again, it causes more shadows. It's just fantastic, and it's a marvel to watch. But with all that being said, I am only going to give it 9 out of 10.
Mario!
Gameplay. Well, the main story is played out over 4 stages. You, the player, can also access a training room and a gallery at Professor Egad's laboratory. To aid you, you've got a flashlight, but the Professor has also given you 2 inventions. The first one is the Poltergeist 3000, which is basically a high-powered vacuum cleaner. The other is the Game Boy Horror, which is just a play on the Game Boy Color. And that is used to enable you to map out the mansion, work out which doors are still locked and which doors have been unlocked when you collect a key. Capturing a ghost is actually quite easy, but Luigi must first of all use his flashlight to stun the ghost. Once this happens, you then use your vacuum cleaner to suck them up, steadily reducing the ghost's hit points. Once the hit points are 0, then the ghost will be captured. Unfortunately, some of the ghosts cannot be captured that easily. Luigi must locate 3 special medallions. Also, in addition to capturing the regular ghosts in the mansion, Luigi must draw out special portrait ghosts from some rooms, each requiring a condition to be met to make them available for capture. Once you do eventually clear a room, a key will become available, allowing access to those locked doors. And thus, you can carry on searching the mansion for your brother. There is a great amount of problem solving as well. It's not all action, it's just a fantastic game to play. And I certainly at no point did I ever become bored. You'll have an absolute blast playing this one. I'm going to give it another 9 out of 10.
Mario! Mario!
Overall,
Oh yeah.
this is a brilliant action-adventure come problem-solving game, and it's totally different from any other game out there in the Mario series, because you're not jumping around on platforms collecting coins, you're problem-solving. It's an action game. You're trying to fight ghosts to find your brother, and it's totally different from all those games before it. It's a fantastic game to play, and you will thoroughly enjoy this one. From the beautiful cartoon graphics to the actual incredible audio on this, it certainly is one you've got to try. It's going to get an overall score of 8.8 out of 10, and this one definitely is highly recommended.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's Luigi's Mansion. I know there's a few of you out there that are not a lover of the platforming plumbers, but give this one a go. It's got the right amount of action and the right amount of problem solving. And the graphics are just beautiful, and the audio is to die for. It's that good, it really is. Well, let me know your thoughts, let me know your comments, and if you've made it to the end of the video, and I hope you have, then please consider subscribing if you've not already done so. Thanks again, I'll catch you later, take care.